all single target CC. Horus single target CC. Achilles pretty much single target CC. You're not going to stun multiple people with that Shield of Achilles very often. I'm a little bit worried about Obey and their ability to catch up. If they
Well, thank you so much, Dave and Aggro. It's Miser here. And alongside me, it's going to be Mifflin. And Mifflin, we're coming into this one with some interesting twists. I mean, a Jingwei, which is great for Sanguine, the Cthulhu, as well as the Nemesis getting picked up. I think Sanguine get kind of seen it a few times here and there with Poseidon. And it brings up that conversation, I think, that it always will, which is Aegis versus Shell. But right now, inbound, forced to fall back. Panatom lurking in the jungle, gonna go in with the ult, trying to lock down inbound before he can get away, and Shinto gonna get credit for the first blood on that one, no problem. Now, looking to chase down Sino, they get rid of his ult, but they can't get rid of the health bar. Now they're locked down, wow, he's rotated in, Panatom's just one hit away, Wolfie, credit for that one. Rongyu trying to save his life. Right now, he's just trying to get out alive. No mana to his name. Whirlpool coming down. The damage looks good for Wolfie, but it looks a little bit better here for Shinto. Coming in, one hit, and he's going to be able to walk away. 2 kills for the mid laner from Sanguine, and that's just maybe a little bit of an overcommitment from Obey. To grow is always going to end up, well, turning on you, especially when you take a path like that. I mean, that was just classic setup. Good ambush, good ult, and a good kill there. Once again, going on to the Merlin. I mean, they read that like a book. You could see the wards, you could see the patience. Sanguine knew exactly what they were doing.
Easy to acquire, neutral objectives have been cleared out. But this is a pretty sick staring match, and Bobby might be on the tail end of it.
Well, it's fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Inbound doesn't get picked up that time. I think knew what was coming, had seen Rongyu kind of doing his dance, but Panatom going around the back. There's going to be the blink looking for Wolfie. Aegis forced out, as they're going to be able to get in there, and the Whirlpool doesn't even matter. Inbound not able to save the day. It's a little too late. Panatom's low. Execute threshold in range, but it's going to be Inbound who picks up the kill onto the jungler. Rongyu looks to get out of here. Snipes coming down from Wowie with the rotation. No mana available here for Rongyu. Good knock-up from Ducky to make sure they can keep the CC going, but it's not going to be enough. Yarkor is rotated in. He's looking for more now that he has his team behind him, but no one's available. They can't lock anyone down. It seems like Obey are going to get away with this, but Sino's taken a precarious path in the jungle. He's about to get spotted out by the solo laner.
I like the playstyle there. Sanguine immediately recognized that Sino has rotated into their map, and now Jarkor is going to be looking for that solo kill, and he might just have it with the CC lockdown. No ultimate available for Sino to escape out of this, but Yarkor realizes not quite enough movement speed to keep up with a Katana.
They're not able to find too much here. Maybe looking for the tower, but in terms of team fight, they're going to fall back. Obey looping back into the jungle, taking a peek at that blue buff. Panatom, living ward for Sanguine right now, able to catch him out. Not able to find anything interesting that he wants, but they still want to fight. Blink up for Rongyu. Might be able to go in. That's going to be the Nim ult from Panatom. Looking to shred down inbound, but the healing's going to be good. Panatom blinks on into the tier 2 towers, looking to lock him down. Shinto gets credit for that kill. Now 4-0 is the mid laner. Ducky a little too tanky to get bullied by the rest of Sanguine here, so he's going to be able to divert under that tier 2. Netroid with a great ult to get him out of dodge. Kraken comes through. Shinto, it doesn't care. He just takes down anyone and everyone in his way. They're still going. Rongyu loses his life, but the damage seems to be favoring Sanguine. Ducky one hit away, and Netroid is going to be able to find it. A 4-for-1 trade in favor of Sanguine. Wolfie just essentially drowning in the water that is his own Whirlpool, and that opens up this Fire Giant.
Obey makes such an interesting call there, and by interesting I mean weird, and by weird I'm going to go ahead and say it wasn't the best. Immediately they had the 5-member stack on top of Yarkor. Sure, he goes into the ultimate and you choose to disengage, but you have a 5 versus 1 situation with the immediate counter matchup with the Achilles. I don't care that Cthulhu was on 80% health.
And looking for a Phoenix. Everyone on Obey backing, and all 5 of them are going to be available, but they're not in good position just yet. So the defense isn't going to be quite ready to repel him. The Phoenix is already a half inbound. Gonna go in, look for the stun under Rongyu, and remember it comes with Prot Shred. You can see it as the Kraken looks to break through his health bar. The snipes ringing true, but they're not gonna find their target just yet. Rongyu still alive. Shinto as well, looking to get away, but the mid laner is going to ruin that perfect score as of right now. Taken down by Obey, but they're all low. Rongyu looking for the CC, and Netroid still full health and full mana, able to re-engage. Double kill for the carry. Looking for more as he makes it a triple. Now trying to tear down the Phoenix. Nobody on Obey can contest this one. I don't know that they can end here, but they're going to take that fight and be happy with it.
Yeah, I mean, take a Phoenix, take a fight. If you're killing anyone that isn't Netroid, can you really feel good about it on the side of Obey? Is a very interesting decision. Ooh. Sure, he's probably the fastest person on the map right now, especially considering the ability he went for, but he's also the most important tool for your team fight, and he's leaving anyway. He didn't even clear the wave.
Well, no Kraken available for the fight. Phoenix looks like it's going to respawn here, but the Titan is in a little bit of trouble. Not as much as it seems Yarkor might be in. Thorn's going to get popped here, but it's actually going to be Shinto. They're looking for the dive onto him, but Ducky going to get shredded before anything can happen. The snipes from Wowie not going to be able to find the kill that he wanted, and Shinto walks out alive. Hits more than you could say here for Sino as he gets burned down by Panatom and Yarkor. It's a 3v5. Wolfie rejoining the fight. Wowie's ult is down. Inbound has his available, but they're not going to be able to use it in time or in any fashion that is going to make a difference for him. Fire jump.
Backline potentially aiming for Shinto or Netroid as quickly as possible, but even then, easier said than done.
Right now, yeah, you don't even need to drop into the backline. They're kind of leading the way, Shinto and Netroid here around the same time Rongyu was, and they're doing a 3-2 split. Ducky going into the background, not going to be able to find anybody. A little bit of damage on a Netroid, but it's Rongyu right now who's standing in the forefront. Inbound, who's taking all the damage. That's going to be the lockdown. Panatom, credit for that kill, and now Obey have to turn tail and run. Wowie getting aggressed on by Rongyu, Panatom, and Yarkor, all of which going to be able to lock that one down, no problem. 3 members left standing for Obey. They're all in the Titan and in the Fountain, trying to stay alive, but the Titan is getting taken down here. Doesn't look like it's going to be quick work for Sanguine as they turn their eyes towards Ducky. They're looking for kills over the win, and they're going to be able to find both here as they get rid of Sino one last time. Wolfie might be the consolation prize as they look to burn down the Titan.
Wrong, you man. You can't be doing that. He literally dove into the dude's fountain to drag him out, kicking and screaming.
The reason, one of them, that you lose, or he'll do a billion damage, CC everyone for you, wall off of everyone, and be one of the big reasons why you win. Prayers up in the chat for Wolfie this game, man, because you've got a Nemesis, an Ama, and a Mulan.
Well, Mifflin, as we get into this one, every time I see a Ymir locked in, I feel like my Twitter feed right afterward was, why Ymir? And I feel like I want to touch on that, but I also want to pull in and say Wolfie had a great... It's such an awkward fight to take, as you highlighted. Ymir has that early game advantage. And so I don't think they feel confident in themselves, even though mid is starting to rotate over as well. Shinto's here, sash from Sino on a Netroid, damage looking to be good. One more hit, one more kill. That's going to be first blood going the way of Sino there as he puts down the Freya.
Interesting to see Rongyu not even try and step up and block Obey, and Sanguine is a team that is very adept playing with these early game deficits. We said it earlier in jest that 5,000 gold down is the Sanguine lead, and if Rongyu's playing like that, you do whatever you want.
That's going to be the knock-up. Not quite connecting. The damage will be there, but the control will not. Good beats
blink
from Wolfie. Keeps him alive here, but like you said, great blink from Rongyu. Gets him out of there, but it doesn't seem to have saved his life. That's going to be inbound. Getting credit for that kill as he explodes with, well, just nuclear revulsion at Rongyu. Getting that deep in their jungle. You can't get away with it. So it does make sense that everyone was voting for Sanguine as we came into this week, but it's Obey looking to maybe play upset, lockdown, Netroid. It's going to be 2 forms of stun, but that's the ult from the Freya up into the skies, and she's going to be able to get away with her life. There's the snipe from Wolfie, comes in, connects into the backline on the Panatom, but it's not going to be able to get the kill just yet. Inbound, nice wall, nice lockdown. Rongyu taking damage. Finally, they find someone out of all of this, but it looks like Netroid is at least going to return some of that damage. Wowie barely able to get out of there, does so alive thanks to the Bifrost. It's going to end up changing a lot of things in favor of Sanguine, so maybe another ticking time bomb there for Obey to get things going and get things rolling for them. I think it'll just make it more difficult to continue executing what they're trying to. Almost able to find the stun there is Yarkor. Ducky at about half health, and Panatom's lurking in the jungle.
Nice body blocks.
Try and get in onto this Cthulhu. Great body blocks, locks him in place. Ducky going to go down there. Yarkor, credit for the kill. A great use of the ultimate, and of course your body there if you're Yarkor to lock him down. But Mifflin, you see the jungle in solo, you know exactly what to do, and Obey make that right call. They go for the Gold Fury. They'll lose out on the Pyromancer. They were able to do with a couple hundred gold last game. They really need something like this to make sure they can kind of remain with their feet underneath them before they get swept away by the likes of Rongyu or Ducky, since he feels confident rotating over. Gonna go into the ult here to dodge the freeze from inbound, finds the stun onto Wolfie. There's not much this lone Amaterasu is going to do. It's the cavalry behind her that's going to make the difference. Just out of dodge is going to be Ducky inbound as well, going to be safe. But it's Cyno right now who's feeling the full damage now of Netrioid. Cyno finishes that hasten ring and is going to be able to do as much as he wants with everything going on. This Freya has hit that power spike that if you were an Obey fan, you were worried about.
Man, Netroid said, "Oh, you're gonna let me free farm for a little bit?" This is what happens when that happens, and he immediately solos out Cyno. And now I imagine we'll see Sanguine continue to look for that aggression. Maybe they're gonna play a little bit more cautious, knowing that they did have to commit that Valkyrie's discretion, but they do find Obey in their jungle.
Well, right now it's a good knock-up from Rongyu, looking to try and control everybody, but now he's the one out of sorts. 4 members of Obey take down the level 10 support, and I think you can still walk away calling that a win. They're going to start up this Oni Fury, though. This is where things get dangerous. We know Sanguine love themselves an Oni Fury, and they love themselves some Oni Fury steals. Panatom in the area with this Nemesis. Gonna have his dashes forced out, though. That's going to go ahead and kill that one. Looks like the lockdown is going to be almost good enough on the Yarkor, but not good enough in totality. He's going to walk away with his life for now. Rongyu trying to get aggressive. Good whoop coming out from Netrioid. They're going to get aggressive. And Shinto, Panatom have rotated on over to get rid of the Hunter for Obey. Wowie is going to take a little nap here for the next 50 seconds. And Obey have to figure out what they want to do. There's no Primal Fury available, so Sanguine don't have anything to latch onto immediately. I see a positive force and a positive factor here for Obey. Things have been going well for him. We'll have to see if this continues. As, well, they're going to start up this Pyromancer inbound with a beautiful wall. It's going to be able to lock away Sanguine, but unfortunately it locks up Ducky. They go all in right there and lock him down like it's nothing. Now they're looking for Cyno. That's going to be one more hit from Panatom, and credit for the kill goes his way. No Pyromancer taken. Another great wall from inbound, but it only saves you from the first threat, not the second. Panatom looking to try and lock him down. A good blink from inbound got him away from the damage, and it looks like these last 3 members for Obey will stay alive. It's going to cost him a Fire Giant.
Vanish into Retribution combo immediately puts Ducky into the dirt before he's even allowed to finish channeling his dash. He's already dead, and that's what I was talking about earlier when I said that, sure, this Cthulhu's gonna be good because of the nature of being Cthulhu.
Has been insane how easily Yarkor has just kind of blown off anybody that decides to get aggressive to him. Much like now, I mean, he's under the Phoenix over there in mid. Cyno looks to rotate over with Ducky, but the last time we saw that happen, didn't make a big difference to him. Left Phoenix going to have some trouble for it. There's going to be a good snipe, but just off the mark is the follow-up from Wolfie. The freeze wasn't enough to lock him down. So Sanguine not only walk alive, but they're also going to be able to re-engage now. No worry of the damage coming back their way. Inbound, burned down before anybody on Obey can reply. And now Ducky, torn between 2 worlds, needs to be the frontliner for his team is left, but he needs to be the one over here stopping Yarkor. Mid-Phoenix gonna get taken by the solo laner for Sanguine, and that's the go button to me, Mifflin. They want to go ahead and get in, but it seems like they're playing this cautious. Fire Giant's gone. They don't want to risk it. Now, it doesn't seem like Sanguine are too worried about it. They do back off of the Fire Giant, though. And once again, I feel like we should have something in position for every time Yarkor does not seem to care about the members of Obey getting aggressive into him, because he's just chilling in solo lane as the aggression starts out. And there's that combo you wanted to see. Cyno goes up with Netrioid, and Wolfie takes him down. But the question is, can you follow up the rest of it? It's going to be Wolfie, who is low right now, looking for that last hit. And Rongyu going to be able to get credit for the kill, but Sanguine, they're all low. They get rid of Wowie. Inbound finds Panatom. The jungler going to be gone along with the carry for Sanguine, but they still got Shinto, and they still have Yarkor. That's going to be enough, and it's Rongyu, of all people, finding himself a double kill, moving things forward. Ducky, last man standing for Obey, and it doesn't look like he's going to be standing long. Mid-Phoenix, fire minions are there. They're going to be able to run this down mid. This looks like a Sanguine win.
Yeah, that's a dub right there. I mean, 30 seconds left on the nearest respawn. Rongyu stopped after he killed Cyno, while there were still members of Obey alive, to drop the fatty laugh spam just to do massive mental damage. He knew he was going to win the game on the tail end of it, and that's after, in game 1, dragging someone out of their own fountain. Rongyu, stop, man! Be nice! Be a good guy! This is so toxic.
That is, in my eyes, that's the Smite equivalent. You know, you beat your opponent in a duel. Let's